Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. And so today's December 23rd, 2 days till Christmas. How exciting. I hope you're ready. I am almost ready, right? I still have another day, Christmas Eve. So at any rate, today I'm going to be making a card. It's going to be a Christmas thank you card because really it's too late to be mailing Christmas cards out, and you probably handed out as many as you want to, but you probably like me and you need thank you cards. So I am making a Christmas thank you card. I wanted to use up some of our designer series paper from the July to December mini catalog that's going to be leaving us soon on January 4th. And the new mini catalog will be coming in along with SaleABration. So hopefully you've got your catalogs in the mail from me. If not, and you don't have a demonstrator, please let me know. The mini catalog, I cannot open the mini catalog, but I can show you the cover. So this is it. And I'm going to be using some product today from the SaleABration catalog. I'm also going to be using some product from the mini catalog, and they coordinate. So let's get started today. It's a very cute, fun fold card, and I hope you'll make one. I'll give you all the measurements, and you can make one. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I have in front of me all the pieces of cardstock that I need, and I have the measurements here for you. So I'm going to be using Old Olive. I'm going to use red and Old Olive because this is a Christmas thank you card. So that's why I'm using up some product that I have. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This is going to be my cardstock base. Okay, Old Olive, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You just need one of those. Okay, then you need a piece that is going to lay on top of that and fold as one of the fun folds. And this is 4 by 8 1/2. Okay, and you can cut it this way, and you can obviously get 2 with a little piece left. So I'm going to score it at 5 1/4, and this is going to layer on top of your Old Olive or whatever color you choose. Okay, and then I'm going to be using some Gingham Cottage designer series paper. This is the real red, and I'm going to use this side because this is a little bowl for my card. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, and that is going to layer next inside. So these are all going to layer nicely if you cut them those sizes. Okay, then you need, for another part of the fun fold, you need a piece of, and I chose the same Old Olive, 2 1/2 by 8. And this is scored at 4. So this is going to be folded in half. So this is 2 1/2 by 8 inches scored at 4. And then you need 2 pieces of white cardstock that's going to layer on top of here. These are 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And they will layer nicely on top of this. Okay, so one is going to be the outside of your card, and one is going to be inside for your note, that signature. All right. Now, you also need another piece of designer series paper, and I chose this new designer series paper from the SaleABration catalogs on page 6 of the mini catalog. Of the SaleABration catalog. I can't open it and show you. I can show you the package. Okay, so this is the designer series paper, and it's called Dainty Flowers. Okay, and it is just yummy. It's got so many pretty flowers inside, and this is the one I chose for my card today because I wanted it to be Christmassy. These don't really look Christmassy to me, even though you can get pretty flowers for Christmas, right? And so this paper is just so cute. So this is a free product that you can get when you place a $50 order on January 5th through February 28th. Okay, so this piece is the piece I chose, and it's 3 by 3 3/4. If you cut it that size, it's going to fit nicely onto your flap of your card. Okay, so let's go ahead and start assembling this card. And the reason I wrote on here is because all my numbers are going to be covered, so nobody's going to know that all those measurements are inside. Okay, this one is next. So that's going to be part of my card. Then I'm going to put this one on next. So this is the piece that's from the SaleABration catalog. And then this piece is actually going to be inside like this. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this next. just going to center this. Try to center it, eyeball it. Okay. And then I'm going to put this one on the inside. As I said, for my thank you so much for the gift. And then this one's going to go on the outside. So basically, that is your card. Now, we have the fun part left, which is just decorating it. Okay? But just so you can see how the card works. So it's a fun fold. Okay? All right. Now, what are we going to do on the front? Well, I am going to use Dainty Delight Bundle. So this is in the mini catalog. And this is a red rubber set, cling set. It has 9 stamps in it. And there is the coordinating dies that goes with it. And so the coordinating dies, I'm so happy they're calling these the same things now. Dainty Delight dies. There's 16 dies. So these don't only cut out these flowers, but they also have extra dies. And we're going to be using a couple of these extra dies today. And when I do the card front. So first thing I want to do is I want to show you what I did some pre-work. Okay, so this is that really awesome die. It's like a vine. And I cut this out of Mossy Meadow. I wanted it to be one shade darker than the Old Olive. I thought I had enough Old Olive going on, and I thought the Mossy Meadow would actually be an eye popper by doing it this way. Now, it's a little big for the front of my card. I could have it hang over, which I don't have a problem with, but I think I'm going to trim it down a smidge and just make it fit on here. Okay, so you can do that, customize your dies. So I'm just going to trim this down. Trim that off. And now I just made that die fit onto my card. Actually, I need this to trim down a little bit more. And it looks just as cute. It's just a little bit smaller. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue that onto my card. I'm going to use my white, well, I call it my green glue. It's white glue, but it's the multi-purpose, Stampin' Up! Multi-purpose glue. And you don't want to over glue, right? You just want tiny, tiny little dots all on the leaves. Less is more. You don't want that squeezing out, making a big mess on your card. Okay, I'm going to hold that up so you can see how much glue I used. Very little, right? Very little. Okay, so now I'm going to put that onto my card. Just hold it down for a second. I need my silicone craft sheet, which is on the shelf. Not the right place for it. Okay. Now, I also did a little pre-work as far as what one of these stamps, and I used this stamp right here. I stamped this in Memento Black, okay, and then I used my blends to color it in, and I used Real Red and Old Olive, and I did a little pre-work, and then I cut it out with the die. All right, so before I glue this down, I want to stamp my sentiment on here so that I know where to place my die. If I glue this down and then I don't have enough room for my sentiment, it's going to be a bummer. So I intended to use this stamp. I love it. Thank you for your kindness, but it's too long for my piece. So I chose another stamp set, and it's this one, Go To Greetings. Okay, and there's happy birthday, thinking of you, just a note, and thank you in all different sizes. So I picked the smallest thank you right here because I thought that would fit nicely on my card. So what I want to do now is I just want to stamp that in basic black. So, I'm sorry, black memento. And so it's nice to go ahead and practice a few times to make sure that it's, you know, inked up, going to be nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to put it, right here. Okay, looks good. Now, close my pad. Now I can glue this down because I know right where to place it. Otherwise, I end up with, like I said, no room for the sentiment. Have you ever had that happen? I bet you have. Okay, so now I can place this like right there. Perfect. Okay, I think it looks fine the way it is, but I think it just needs one more little flower. And the one that I picked is this one. I did just cut this out of the die, but it needed a stem. And so I have this tiny, tiny little stem. It's so cute. So this is one of the dies, very thin little stem. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on that. And I'll go ahead and put my glue on this too. Okay, so I think this is the side. Again, very little glue. Very little on here also. Okay, looking good. So, using my Take Your Pick tool to place this, and I think I'm going to put it like right here in the corner over to there. And then I'll put this flower. I have no idea what kind of flower this is. I wish I did. You're probably thinking I should, but I don't. I have no idea what that name of that flower would be. But I did cut it out of real red cardstock. I know that. Okay, I'm loving it. I think it might need just a small embellishment. I'm going to use my red rhinestones. And I'm just going to add a few of these on here. Just around the card to have your eye move around. Push on those to make sure they're down. And there is my card. I love it. I think this is such a cute fun fold. And really, I mean, you could make it open this way also. It'd be just as cute. The inside would be very private for your note and signature. So thank you for watching today. I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas with your friends and family, and that I will see you on Tuesday. That would be after Christmas on the 27th of December. Can you believe it? We're going to be approaching 2023 soon. My name's Trevis Bossler. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri, and I thank you for watching my YouTube today. Thanks so much. Have a great Christmas. Bye-bye.